He has no address, no phone, no social media presence, but he may have the largest feet in North America. This is Bigfoot.
The born of the legend.
Somewhere between the forests of logic and the swamps of suspicion, a legend was born. Bigfoot. Known to scientists as Homo gigantus fuzzicus, emerged into public consciousness in the mid-20th century, stomping into blurry photographs, eyewitness drawings, and a surprising number of snack food commercials. According to folklore, he roams the remote wilderness of North America, usually just far enough from the nearest HD camera. Some say he's a relic from a forgotten species. Others say he's a marketing stunt gone rogue. A few believe he's just a guy named Carl who's really bad at shaving. But where did this myth begin? Some point to ancient Native American tales of hairy wild men. Others blame 1950s paranoia, or an overcooked ham sandwich mistaken for a footprint. Either way, one thing is clear. The legend of Bigfoot is huge. Like size 22 shoe huge. Eyewitness reports, blurred and bizarre. There have been over 3,000 sightings of Bigfoot, and not one steady-handed cameraman. Let's examine the evidence. Sightings of Bigfoot have been reported in 49 out of 50 U.S. states. The only exception? Hawaii. Because even mythical beasts need a vacation spot without paparazzi. Most sightings follow a familiar formula. Camera shakes violently, someone yells, "Did you see that?" And the frame cuts just before anything useful appears. From Oregon to Ohio, from hikers to truck drivers, people claim to have seen a towering, hairy figure, just out of focus, always mid-stride, and sometimes holding a latte. Eyewitness sketches range from majestic forest giants to what can only be described as Chewbacca's disappointing cousin. In one famous case, a man mistook a tree stump for Bigfoot. In another, someone mistook Bigfoot for a tree stump. Science remains confused. The science of Sasquatch. Biologists, cryptozoologists, and guys named Rick with a microscope have all weighed in. Let's take a scientific approach. A hair sample found near a possible Bigfoot nesting site was once sent to a lab. After weeks of analysis, it was revealed to belong to a raccoon with excellent conditioner. Footprints, the holy grail of Bigfoot evidence, have been discovered across muddy forests, frozen lakes, and one suspiciously clean Las Vegas parking lot. Scientists have attempted to analyze the depth, shape, and stride of these prints, but their conclusions range from definitely bipedal to possibly a guy in clown shoes. Advanced equipment has also been deployed. Thermal cameras, sound traps, footprint drones, and even the patented Sasquatch Whisperer 9000, a speaker that plays soft flute music and beef jerky advertisements to lure Bigfoot out. So far, no results. Except for one time when it attracted a raccoon wearing a hat. A day in the life of Bigfoot. What does Bigfoot do when he's not being hunted? We imagine everything. In the silence of the forest, away from the cameras and the conspiracy forums, Bigfoot lives his best life. He wakes up at 5 a.m., stretches, and immediately scares 3 hikers into therapy. He then brews a cup of pine needle espresso and does forest yoga, downward-facing deer, and tree pose naturally. By midday, he's hiking solo, swimming in mountain lakes, or catching up on his squirrel gossip. Some say he crafts artwork using rocks and mud. Others say he runs a secret Etsy shop called Hairy and Handmade. At night, he stargazes, writes passive-aggressive notes to drone pilots, and occasionally photobombs campers' GoPros. It's a peaceful life, with the occasional existential crisis when he sees his own reflection and thinks, "Why am I blurry?" Failed capture attempts. Many have tried to catch Bigfoot. All have failed spectacularly. Humanity has spent millions on expeditions to find Bigfoot. Some scientific, others led by a guy named Tanker with a flashlight and unlimited beef jerky. There was the team that brought tranquilizer darts, only to fall asleep from boredom. Another used bait traps made of pancakes and trail mix. One group tried to blend in by wearing full-body ghillie suits and ended up mistaking each other for Bigfoot twice. Even modern tech hasn't helped. AI cameras constantly identify deer as possible Bigfoot. GPS drones have a setting labeled Sasquatch mode, which just makes them fly slower and play eerie music. Despite hundreds of expeditions, the only thing humanity has successfully captured is poison ivy. Bigfoot versus humanity. Why doesn't Bigfoot reveal himself? Maybe he's just not that into us. Perhaps Bigfoot stays hidden, not because he's shy, but because he's smart. Imagine watching humanity from afar. Wars, reality TV, TikTok challenges, and thinking, yeah, I'll stay in the woods. Every time humans approach, we come armed with cameras, GPS, and deep-fried snacks. From Bigfoot's perspective, we're probably just loud, anxious squirrels with phones. Some theorists suggest Bigfoot may have a code of silence, a sacred vow of invisibility. Others believe he's simply playing an elaborate hide-and-seek game and winning. Either way, the truth may be this: he doesn't want to be found. The final theory. After decades of speculation, here's the most logical explanation. Bigfoot may not be a monster, a myth, or even a mystery. He might just be a guy in a suit who never knew how to stop the joke, or an AI-generated hoax that went viral before memes existed. Or maybe, just maybe, he's a shape-shifting interdimensional being that feeds off disbelief. Who knows? One theory even suggests there is no single Bigfoot, just a society of forest dwellers with an excellent PR strategy and a deep fear of razors. Some say they've moved online, blending into Facebook cryptid groups and moderating Reddit threads about themselves. But as scientists continue to investigate, Bigfoot remains silent, or asleep, or at brunch. Conclusion: the footprints we leave. We may never prove Bigfoot exists, but maybe that's not the point. Maybe Bigfoot is a mirror, a reflection of our need to believe in something wild, something weird, something just out of reach. In a world where everything's online, maybe Bigfoot gives us a reason to keep exploring. And maybe, just maybe, he's watching this video right now, from the shadows, sipping pine tea and laughing at our theories. After all, isn't that what legends do?
I hope you liked the video and that you subscribe to the channel, click the like button, and ring the bell to help us provide more.